Why eating minimally processed foods can double your weight loss. Imagine this. A study reveals that people in the United Kingdom lost twice as much weight by eating meals typically prepared at home, compared to consuming store-bought, ultra-processed foods, even when those processed foods were deemed healthy. This groundbreaking finding challenges our understanding of what constitutes a healthy diet. This study underscores that even when ultra-processed foods meet nutritional guidelines, a minimally processed diet leads to greater weight loss, explained Dr. Kevin Hall, a former senior investigator at the U.S. National Institutes of Health. Dr. Hall has conducted pioneering controlled clinical trials on ultra-processed foods, making him a leading authority in this field. What sets this research apart is its scale and duration. It is the largest and longest randomized controlled clinical trial on ultra-processed foods to date. In previous studies, Dr. Hall confined healthy volunteers to clinics for a month, tracking the impact of ultra-processed foods on their weight, body fat, and health markers. One notable study from 2019 showed that individuals on an ultra-processed diet consumed about 500 extra calories daily and gained weight compared to those on a minimally processed diet, despite matching calorie and nutrient content. In the recent study, the weight loss achieved through minimally processed meals was modest, only 2% of the participants' baseline weight over 8 weeks. However, study author Samuel Dicken, a research fellow at University College London's Department of Behavioral Science and Health and Centre for Obesity Research, emphasized that this could translate to significant reductions over a year. A 2% reduction might not seem substantial, but consider that it occurred naturally over 8 weeks without intentional calorie restriction. Extrapolated over a year, we anticipate a 13% weight loss in men and 9% in women, Dickens stated. Experts note that men generally start with more lean muscle mass and higher testosterone levels, which can accelerate weight loss compared to women. As Dr. Hall explains, men often experience a quicker boost in weight loss due to their metabolism and muscle composition. The study, published in Nature Medicine, recruited 55 overweight individuals in the UK. For 8 weeks, half received minimally processed meals like overnight oats and homemade spaghetti bolognese, while the other half received ultra-processed foods such as ready-to-eat breakfast bars and heat-and-eat lasagna. Both diets adhered to the UK's Eat Well guide, ensuring they met nutritional standards. Ultra-processed foods, or UPFs, often contain additives not commonly used in home cooking and undergo extensive industrial processing. They tend to be high in calories, sugar, sodium, and saturated fats, while being low in fiber, contributing to weight gain, obesity, and chronic diseases like cancer, cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and depression. Yet, in this study, researchers crafted a healthier version of ultra-processed foods by selecting options with adequate fruits, vegetables, and fiber, and reduced salt, sugar, and saturated fats. Interestingly, participants on the ultra-processed diet actually consumed 120 fewer calories daily, resulting in slight weight loss. Those on the minimally processed diet, however, ate 290 fewer calories, leading to more substantial weight loss and fat reduction. According to Marion Nessel, a professor of nutrition at New York University, this difference might be attributed to taste preferences. Participants found the minimally processed diet less appealing, favoring commercially packaged ultra-processed alternatives. Only a tiny fraction, less than 1% of the UK population follows all government nutritional recommendations, frequently opting for ultra-processed foods. In the US, nearly 60% of an adult's calorie intake comes from such foods. Given that study participants were already consuming high amounts of ultra-processed foods, the healthy, ultra-processed diet was actually an improvement over their regular eating habits. The minimally processed diet showed benefits beyond weight loss, reducing triglyceride levels linked to heart disease and stroke. However, LDL cholesterol decreased more on the ultra-processed diet, suggesting that processing might not be as detrimental to heart health if foods already meet nutritional standards. Dr. Hall's ongoing research supports these findings, indicating that modifying ultra-processed diets to lower calorie density and reduce palatability can mitigate some negative effects. Ultimately, the message remains clear. Prioritize nutrient-rich foods over ultra-processed options, even if they are marketed as healthy. The key takeaway is to follow national guidelines for nutrient quality, advised Christopher Gardner from Stanford University. Choose foods low in salt, fat, sugar, and calories, and high in fiber, avoiding those with numerous unpronounceable additives. This study opens new avenues for understanding diet and health. But here's where it gets controversial. Does this mean processing itself is less harmful if foods are otherwise nutritious? What do you think? Share your insights in the comments.